Hello, everyone. Renee McLaughlin here. And today I love doing these. And this is going to be a great interview with my dear friend, Tammie. And Tammie has had a really wonderful story of healing using the Tranard products. So I thought you guys would really enjoy hearing exactly what has happened with Tammie. So, hey, Tammie, welcome today. So good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Renee. I'm so happy to be here as well.
I love that. So, Tammie, let's just dig right into it, okay?
Perfect.
So, tell me how you even found the Tranot products.
Well, it was one of your posts that you had on Facebook. You had shared a testimonial from another user of what the benefits, specifically the weight loss piece, was very attractive. And I started digging in a little bit and reached out to you to ask you more questions.
I love that. So, I had never heard of Tranot. Have you ever heard of it before?
No?
No, me either. And I've been in the health and wellness field, if you will, as a health coach and trainer for like 30 years. And I thought I knew all the products, not all of them, but like I was pretty up on it. And I'd never heard of it. And I found it by somebody sharing some information with me about this new product. The time it was just launching, and it was just launched in October. So you probably saw it really closely after I found it. And it's a product that actually turns sugar in your bloodstream into fiber. So it's a great blood sugar modulator and you get all the benefits with that. So I'm assuming that's the about that post and that particular product that you saw, correct?
Yes.
And so then what did you go into our wonderful group that we have on Facebook that shares information and people share kind of their experiences with the different products?
Correct. Yes, I got you invited me to that group so I could just watch and see all the different responses and testimonials that other people and the great benefits that this product has offered them.
So you made the decision. You're just like, okay, I'm going to
Mhm.
try. What do you have to lose, right? Let's just try a couple products.
Yes.
So which product did you start with?
I started with Transform because of my own health journey. I currently have Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune, and diagnosed with subclinical hypothyroidism, which unfortunately makes losing weight a little harder. So I was looking for something that was going to help aid with that. Also, I was diagnosed with insulin resistance, and something I would never have known I had unless I have a wonderful functional medicine doctor who did do the test, and that's how I found out. Had she not done that test, I'd still probably not know that I have that today.
I love hearing that. I'm so glad she had you do that. And that is so consistent with so many of us women, right? I tell you, again, I said I've been doing this a long time. And when people go on any kind of program, let's just say a diet, they start exercising, and just like nothing seems to move. And the first thing that they come back and say to me is, Renee, what am I doing wrong? Right?
Yeah.
We shame ourselves about it. We're sure that we're doing something wrong. And what we don't recognize is that we typically have some type of metabolic dysfunction. And it all has to do with blood sugar control and insulin resistance. And the Transform is a product that helps us modulate our blood sugar. It reduces those insulin spikes and drops. And then all of a sudden, you start to get some results where before you never did. Is that kind of your experience with it?
Yes, yes, I was kind of stuck. I've done keto, things like that, which has helped, but it's hard to maintain on a long, consistent basis. So this product has helped me with my health goals now, without having to make too many changes in my life, which was great.
That is great. So after you started with that, you started to get good results. You're still
Mhm.
in the group. You're looking because it's that Transform is one product in a beautiful, not a large line, but a nice line of other products. So then did you make the decision? Well, let me see. There's a couple other products in there that I think I might like.
Yes, yes. So I started looking at the Enrich because it helps with digestion, but it actually helps you to absorb the nutrients. So if you're going to consume the food, you might as well absorb the nutrients as well so that your body feels fuller, and it's not always looking for more food, for one. And number two, then the glow, which is the collagen, the type 1 collagen, which I'm already feeling the effects on my face. My stomach, it seems to be a little toner without having to do much. So lots, and helps with the aches and pains as well. I think I had some lactic acid buildup in my foot, and I'm very comfortable walking now, like I wasn't probably about 6 months ago. So it's much better that way too.
Oh, I love that. Isn't it interesting that, when you get on just the right nutrients for what it is that your body is lacking and needs to really function and optimally and heal itself,
Hmm.
all of a sudden, like, you just notice, wow, like that's not bothering me anymore. The collagen is it is just beautiful. And I personally really wasn't really high on extra collagen. I do a lot of amino acids, and I just figured that was going to take care of it. And boy, now that I take the collagen, I recognize, oh no, no. It's its own beautiful healing elixir. And I'm
Hmm.
so glad you decided to try that and get it. So tell me at this point, number one, how long have you been on those products?
I think November 20th is when I started the product. So, doing the math, is that 4 months
Okay,
ago? About
beautiful.
4 months ago, 5 months ago. And I have lost over 10 pounds, just over 10 pounds at this point. It's still that roller coaster. It's not always perfect every single day, but an average of 10 pounds. My Apple Watch is telling me that I'm starting to lose weight, which is great.
Yeah.
And then over 10 inches I've lost throughout all over.
That is so huge. And you know what that tells me is when you started to really modulate that blood sugar, right?
Mhm,
And reduce the spikes and the drops much more even. And one of the things that ends up happening is as the blood sugar starts to level, inflammation reduces because
mhm,
it's that roller coaster of insulin and blood sugar that increases our inflammation, which makes us bloaty, and it just creates such havoc. It creates havoc with our brain function, our hormones,
mhm.
everything. So I love what you said that you've lost the 10 pounds, but over 10 inches. So all of a sudden, everything starts to shrink because that inflammation goes down, right? And
Mhm.
what you said, and I really haven't changed like that much about what you're eating, right? Because it's just using what you're already eating in a much more healthy, healing way.
Yes.
Wow, that's so exciting. I love that. I love that. Um, has anything else helped? Has it helped at all with the Hashimoto's or the thyroid? Anything that you've noticed or was tested so far?
I haven't been retested. I've been kind of holding off, planning to do that soon. But overall, just better energy. That's always one of those things with Hashimoto's and thyroid, that you're tired and you're cold all the time. And it's been slowly helping with that. So
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And listen, healing, internal healing, real healing, not
yeah,
suppression of symptoms, but real healing takes some time.
it
It
does.
takes some time to give the body what it needs and then allow the body, right, to heal itself. And I think in our society, we are so immediate gratification, right?
Yep.
I have a pain, take a pill, I want it gone. But that doesn't really heal, that just suppresses symptoms,
It's a
right?
band-aid, pretty much.
It's just a Band-Aid, and sometimes a Band-Aid is good. Not to say that there's not a place for the Band-Aid. There
Hmm.
can, but
Yep.
maybe a Band-Aid plus, now let's also heal. And I'm so glad that you took the chance to do that. And here's something else, Tammy, that's really exciting. I know you know about this already, but the company having launched the Transform in October, we are so excited because you guys, Tammy gets to be one of our beta testers to a new system that Tranard is putting out that will really, really heal metabolic dysfunction. So many additional benefits we're going to be able to get with this system. The system includes the Transform, so we'll have the benefit of the Transform. And the new product that's going to go with it is called drum roll, activate. And why is it called activate? Well, because it's going to activate your body's own secretion of something called GLP-1, which is a peptide. It's a signaling molecule. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's already activated in our gut when we eat and we're feeling full. When the gut is like, okay, we've had enough food, it secretes this GLP-1 that sends a signal to the brain. It is able to cross the brain barrier and it hits, it's almost like a little lock and key. It goes into these receptor sites in the brain to say, hey, I'm full, I'm satisfied. You can stop eating now. Now, what's fascinating about GLP-1 is that's really what all of these weight loss drugs that are so popular now, that's what they're using. Now, here though is a bit of difference. When you take the weight loss drugs, what you're doing, and I'm going to call the injection, but I know it's also some oral, and I'm not talking about these for diabetes. I'm talking about just for weight loss. Okay. So what they do is they inject them into your belly and it's a fairly high dose. And some of it is more time release, but it's a pretty high dose. And so what you're doing is you're kind of forcing the body to get that much more GLP-1 than the body's really ready at all to produce. And so people do get that appetite control, no question, but it takes it for a lot of people to a bit of an extreme. So it's not just, okay, I'm full. It's, okay, I'm full and I'm a little nauseous. So I really don't want to eat, right? You know that feeling. And then when you're nauseous, you don't really want to eat. And then when you know you need to eat, what is it we really want to eat? Protein is not typically what that is, right? We typically go right for those carbs, the comfort foods. And that's why one of the potential side effects is that people are not getting enough protein when they're on these and they're losing muscle mass very quickly. So just understand that GLP-1 in these weight loss drugs, that's not burning body fat. Okay, that's not why people are losing weight. It's simply that appetite reduction. Great. Okay, so now let's go back to the activate. What the activate is going to be doing is actually just activating our body's own GLP-1. So it's sort of the difference between this rifle shot, right, and this little gentle nudge. So we absolutely will be getting that appetite suppression. So we're not thinking about food all the time. We're not nearly as hungry. Our cravings will go down. It really helps with those kinds of things. It does help our fat cells release some of the fat for energy. So there's some other ingredients in there. It does a bunch of other things as well. What we are told is that it also really helps with focus and brain fog. And when we have insulin resistance and our blood sugars all over the place, etc., one of the side effects of that is brain fog. I don't know. Have you had that, Tammie, in the past?
Yes, yes, with Hashimoto's and everything. Oh yeah, 100%. It's not fun.
It's not fun. And
No.
you've got a big life. You cannot be struggling just to think, right?
Nope.
And so, yeah. And so between the transform and the activate, I think you're going to just see this huge clarity of thinking, ability to focus, ability to sleep well, too, ability to have much more level energy levels so that we're not crashing at 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon and then needing some sugar or something just to bring ourselves back up. It's also going to help us with circulation. So anyway, I think you guys get the picture. It's going to be, it's just, can you tell I'm excited? It's going to be just
A little bit.
I know, I'm so excited, and I'm so thrilled, Tammie, that you're going to be one of our beta testers. So and one last thing, it's coming together in a system with the two in this beautiful box, and it will have a whole page of very good, clear instructions on exactly how to take each thing to get the best benefits. So there's no guesswork allowed. This is a true plug and play system to give us just the best results. And it is being released to the beta testers on March 28th. So look out. You might want to check Tammie's Facebook page, etc. too, because I'm sure as she gets it, it comes to her and she gets it and she starts taking it and sharing the additional benefits. It's going to be really, really exciting.
I'm so excited. Very excited.
I am
Um,
too.
and it's plant-based, so it's natural. So it's putting something that your body needs into it versus chemicals. So much happier about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, all of Tranard's, only one product is not completely plant-based. I know it's organic, et cetera, GMP. They're very, very particular about the ingredients. They source them from, all the right organic farms. Yeah, it's really, really a beautiful product line. So we're so excited. Tammie, I am thrilled for you. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your results so far. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen when you beta test the product. Will you come back and let us do this again with your
Ab-
new results?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
I love it. And I can't wait to see. So thanks, you guys. Have a great one, and we'll see you again soon.